What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Tuesday evening. Right now, I've got 2024 Topps Finest Formula One two-box number one random drivers slash spots. I'm going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group, get everybody tagged, and we will go ahead and get started. Zach, having a hard time tagging you. If you go by something else on Facebook, let me know, and I will get that tag added for you. Greg, having a hard time tagging you. If you go by something else on Facebook, let me know, and I'll get that tag added for you as well. All right, there we go. Got those tags in there. I'll go ahead and give everybody just a couple of seconds to hop on in here. Then we'll go ahead and hop over to our browser and get the names and teams random for everybody. All right, here we go. Let's hop over to our browser here. Got the names here first. 20 entries. Chris on top. Denton on the bottom. I'm going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 7, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chris Matthews on top. Stephen Hank on the bottom. There we go. All right, and then we've got the drivers slash bots here. Andre, Kimmy, Antonelli on top. Legends and Principles on the bottom. I'm going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got an 8, so we're good there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. George Russell on top. Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll on the bottom. Let me go ahead and get that reflected onto your screens here. There we go. Should have the spacing there. If you're confused on which driver or spot you have, just look at the number next to your name and find the corresponding number next to a driver. Got 5 minutes on the clock starting now. While that trade timer's ticking, I'll go ahead and get our verification codes copied and pasted into our chats. All right, there we go. Verification codes have been posted. Just about 4.5 minutes left on the trade timer. Plenty of time if you're interested in swapping drivers. Got a couple of trades up in the chat if anybody is interested. Just about 3 minutes left. We're almost to our halfway point here. All right, we are now past our 2.5 minute mark, past our halfway point for the trade timer. Still a little bit of time, though, if you are interested in swapping drivers. All right, now less than 2 minutes. This stuff is a lot of fun. We had some killer luck in our first break, so hoping we can replicate that again. All right, just about 60 seconds left on that trade timer. Starting to get down to the wire if you do want to swap drivers. Nope, you don't need to do anything with the verifications for you, Tristan. Not a silly question at all. Those are just there so that if you want to see the random and how you ended up with whichever driver or in a different break team you got, you can double check there. It's more of a thing to help you feel more comfortable / confident with how the way things are done. I think that's a great question that not enough people ask, so thanks for asking that. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Seeing no trades, those are going to be everybody's drivers / spots. Good luck, everybody. Let's see a big auto. We saw a nice rookie auto out of our first break of this. See if I can angle this camera down more. Sometimes it likes to, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. We'll go with it. Empty box number 1 there. Got 6 packs here. Good luck, everybody. We're looking for 1 memorabilia per box on average. Ton of parallels and inserts. These cards all like to stick together, so bear with me. It might be a little bit slower pace than what you're used to with our normal breaks. Got a nice Kevin Magnuson, 22 out of 25 to get us started. Really nice one there. That one going over to Zach. There you go, Zach. Congrats on that one. And we've got a Max Verstappen on the world's finest insert there. We've got an Ayrton Senna there, 22 out of 200. And we've got 2 Victor Martinez there. Nice one. Got a nice die cut here. Dino Beganovic for F3. That one going to be 18 out of 99. There we go. Nice one there for the F3 spot. And we've got a nice Max Verstappen on the Finest Masters insert there. Let me look at my camera real quick on the filter here. Normally, it does not. There we go. Get that a little bit darker. Nice Lewis Hamilton on the base there. We got a Sebastian Montoya here, 70 out of 99 for F3. Nice one there. Then we have a Finest Intimidators there, 43 out of 50. Lance Stroll on the gold. Nice one there for the Lance Stroll spot. That one going over to Steven. There you go, Steven. Nice out of 50 coming your way. Congrats on that. And we've got a João Gonçalves there. 75 out of 75 on the die cut. Really nice one there for the João spot. Bookend die cut. There we go. That one going over to Dylan. There you go, Dylan. 75 out of 75. Congrats on that one. All right, last pack of box number 1. Should have our relic in here. They do fall 1 per box on average. Looks like it is there, so we are all good. And we've got a Carlos Sainz on the Finest Formulas, 12 out of 75. Really nice memorabilia there. There we go. Congrats on that one. That one going over to Joey. There you go, Joey. Then we finish off with another João there at 36 out of 150 on that one. All right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into our second box. Six more packs. Looking for 6 more parallels, 4 more inserts, and hopefully at least 1 memorabilia. Last time on our second box, we did get 2 memorabilia. So you never know what you're going to get. Would love to also see a big auto. I would be so stoked if we got a huge, like, Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. Empty box there. Someone massive like that. Got another nice die cut here of Ayrton Senna. That one would be 34 out of 40. Love these die cuts. Always a big fan of die cut cards. Congrats on that one. And we've got an auto 3 out of 10. Paul Aaron. There we go. We've got a mag here. Absolutely killer card there. Believe that is going to the all other F2 driver spot. There you go. Going over to Carlos. There you go, Carlos. Congrats on that one. Absolute killer 1 out of 10 there. You were going to trade that spot. Now you got an out of 10 auto. Got a nice James Hunt there. And we got a 12 out of 15 Nigel Mansell. Another nice one there. This is the low-numbered parallel box, apparently. I believe that one goes to the legend spot. There you go. And we've got a 12 out of 20 Alexander Dune there for F3. How about that? We've got an out of 10, out of 15, out of 20. Now we just need to see our Superfractor. Nice one there for the F3 spot. Congrats on that. Got 3 packs remaining here. And we've got a 13 out of 200 here. Dennis Hager. F2 out of F3 for sure hitting. They've had some killer luck in this break. We got a nice Pierre Gasly here. 62 out of 74 on the Finest Intimidators die cut. Really nice one there. Going over to Carlos. There you go, Carlos. We got a Noel Leon there, 7 out of 99, also for the F3 spot. Another one there for F3. Showing up a lot so far in this break. I feel like that was not the case in the first one. Travis, absolutely. You just select local pickup when you check out on our website. We have an option for that, and you can pick it up in store. Usually takes about 24 to 48 hours for us to get it to the store, but we are happy to do that for you. All right, last pack here should see our other memorabilia. Good luck, everybody. We've got a 2 out of 25, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez dual memorabilia there. Nice one there. We'll go ahead and random that one at the end of the break. Go ahead and mag that one up. There we go. Really killer memorabilia out of 25 there. Yeah, of course, Travis. Thanks for the question. Then we finish off with a Sammy Megatuniv there, 62 or 82 out of 150. Again for F3. All right, let me get the base moved over, get a couple things situated, and we will start off with that random for that out of 25 memorabilia. Then we will do the rest of our recap for everybody. All right, here we go. We've got this random setup for the dual Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez out of 25. Gonna roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again, and then whichever name is on top will receive that card. Good luck to both of you. Got a 7, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That card going over to Max Verstappen and Andy. There you go, Andy. Congrats on that one. Let me get this verification code pasted into our chats real quick, and then we will go ahead and do our recap. Here we go. Got the Noel Leon there out of 99 for F3. Got the Pierre Gasly die cut out of 74. We've got the Alexandre Dune there, 12 out of 20 for F3. Nigel Mansell, 12 out of 15 for the legend spot. Got the Ayrton Senna there, 34 out of 40 on the die cut. Carlos Sainz there on the memorabilia, 12 out of 75. Got the Zhao Ganu, 75 out of 75 on the die cut. Lance Stroll there, 43 out of 50 on the finest intimidators. Sebastian Montoya there, 70 out of 99 for F3. Dino Brgnovic there, 18 out of 99 for F3. And Kevin Magnussen, 22 out of 25. Name of our mags here, we have the Paul Aaron F2 Auto, 3 out of 10. And we finish off with the Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, dual memorabilia out of 25. That one going over to Max Verstappen after the random. All right, that's going to do it for this break. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on with me. Hope you have a wonderful evening.